My name is Nina.
And my name is Lady P.
If you're not into dark humor,
Then this is not for you.
if you don't like our giggling,
Then this is not for you.
are you sensitive to gruesome topics?
Then this is not for you.
You don't want to hear about murder.
Well, we do.
You don't like profanity. You don't like crime.
Life is crime.
Then this is not the podcast for you. But if you like all of the above, hello, hi, welcome there. How you doing? This
With us.
is Face Not Found, the podcast.
You prepare your way and I prepare mine, okay? Oh shit, someone in my nose. Almost drowned. You was over here just watching me and I almost drowned.
With a bottle of water?
Yeah, that's not even happening. What shit went through your nose? All right, come on. Testicles 1, 2. Testicles 1, 2.
Do you know who Nia Wilson is?
Girl, you already know I don't know.
Nia Wilson was born November 10th, 1999, which makes her a Scorpio. Yes.
I'm a Sag.
In Oakland, California, to Ansar Al Muhammad and Alicia Grayson. She was the youngest of 6 sisters and 2 brothers. She attended Oakland High School, where she was a cheerleader and she played basketball, and she was a recent graduate from Duke. She was going to be a recent graduate from Duke.
See what I'm talking about? Only the successful ones shit like this happened to. Look how much she accomplished in her little time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm the dark hole in everybody's life. I will survive. If it wasn't for me being a bitch to everybody I know, I wouldn't be here on this podcast with you, sis.
She attended Oakland High School, where she was a cheerleader and played basketball. And she had transferred to an alternative school, Dewey Academy, where she was going to graduate with honors. Yeah. Apart from cheerleading and being talented with makeup,
that's why I got a GED.
She also...
I didn't even want the diploma.
She also loved to rap. Nia and her cousins were in a music group called Girls in the Hood. After Nia's death, they released the album Fake Shit. She went by the name PG for Pretty Girl, and she was the baby of the family, right?
How old?
She was 19, but she was the youngest of all them kids.
She was 19 when she passed.
She was 19 when she passed, yes. She once saved a relative.
Okay, all right.
By performing the Heimlich maneuver when they were...
Himalak.
When they were, when they were choking at a funeral. In May 2016, her boyfriend, Josiah, and his best friend drowned in Woodward Reservoir near Modesto, California. And during his funeral, a gunman fired into the crowd. The crowd was like about 3,000 people. And the bullet hit Regina Jeffries, a 16-year-old who Nia was standing next to, and she died, but Nia held her and remained by her side till the paramedics came. So this girl was like being followed by bad luck.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that this is not a happy ending.
No, this is not a happy ending.
But you're laughing. That's why,
Well, I'm laughing because that's who I am. I'm not laughing at the case. At no point in time do I laugh at any case and about what happened.
Yeah, we're laughing with the case.
To the victims. I'll either be laughing because of the stupidity the police do, the stupidity of the detectives, the stupidity of the murderer or the assailant, or something just sounds funny to me. She wanted to join the army so that she could help others, and if she didn't go into the army, then she wanted to be a paramedic. So either way, she wanted to help people. She was described as ambitious, creative, always positive, loving, caring. There's actually an episode on hashtag Text Me When You Get Home. It's a show on Hulu. It's really good. I think her episode is in season 2, but I'm not sure what which episode it is. She dreamed of opening up her own dance studio and launching her own makeup line because she knew how to do makeup really well. She was deeply aware of social issues and often discussed racial injustice. And she even told, how eerie is this? She even told her family that if she ever became a victim, she should not let anyone get away with it. Isn't that crazy?
There's power in words.
Oh my God. In 2018, at 18, she was living with her dad and worked at a clothing distribution store called ThredUp. It's like a thrift store because, you know, that's what's in right now. Because this wasn't so long ago. She had a social media following. And her sister, Latifah, who was 26 years old at the time, was the one who kept tabs on her sister. So because she was the youngest one, Latifah would be the one, like, if she was going out, instead of dad having to chase her, she'll be like, where you at? What time you come home? Right? So she was sort of like a mom figure to her. Now, Oakland could be dangerous for anyone who didn't live there. The residents describe hearing gunshots in the evening on the regular. So kind of like the Bronx. I'm not scared of walking the streets here by myself. Not the street we work on.
Oh my God. Girl, I would not walk with less than 7 people with me.
Remember the time we walked around the job? And I swore to you I had like self-defense keychain.
Oh my God, that's a whole nother story, sis. You failed me that day. Miserably. Never again would I trust you. That's why I need at least 7 people.
The pepper spray didn't work. What's that thing? The taser didn't work. It needed to be charged. Oh God. But I mean, we made it back.
And then an incident did happen and you froze. That too. So my flight or fright said flight. So I was about to, but then I saw yours literally was fright. So I couldn't leave you. So we both could have been killed.
A guy pulled up on a moped and in Spanish he asked if we had seen someone running our way with an air conditioner.
Two things with that story.
Like,
one,
casually running with an AC is crazy.
And 2, maybe he's having an episode and he made up the whole thing.
Look, listen, I got stuck because in my mind I'm trying to picture how somebody would run with an AC in their hand because them things are heavy. Okay, and he said it in Spanish, so I knew you were stuck because you didn't understand.
I thought I was gonna leave. I'm out. I'm not stopping. I'm out.
So, July 22nd, 2018, Nia's father says that the girls were getting ready to go to an event at a cousin's house party. It was like a celebration of life because she had been diagnosed with a terminal cancer.
Oh my God, she went through a lot in the 19
I know. She went with her sister Latifah and her sister Tashaya. So the girls traveled to Concord, where her aunt lives, on BART, which is Bay Area Rapid Transit. So a train station, basically. According to Assistant District Attorney of Alameda County, Butch Ford, there is a higher level of crime on BART. Nia's sister said Nia did not like BART at all.
Do you think I'm bougie?
Sometimes. I don't think you're bougie. I think you prioritize your comfort, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, awesome.
Nia's sister said Nia did not like BART at all, and she would avoid it anytime she could and would ride the bus before BART. So the celebration of life for her aunt goes on a little longer than expected, and the person who was supposed to give them a ride had to leave early. So they took the BART to the aunt's house, but someone was supposed to drive them back home. So to get back, once again, they have to take the BART, and a family member drops them off at the BART station at 9 p.m. At 9:15 p.m., the sisters get on the train to get home. At 9:25 p.m., Latifah texts their dad that they're switching at MacArthur Station in 10 minutes. So see you soon. The train arrives at MacArthur Station at 9:35 p.m. where they switch to another train. One of the sisters, Tashaya, she goes in first before anybody even comes out because she was cold, and she sits down. And as she sits down, there's a lady backing out of the train station with a stroller. And then Tashaya says she sees Nia like if she had tripped into the cart. And Letitia says that she hears a clap and a snap, and that Nia flung forward because Latifah's in back of Nia, but Tashaya's already sitting down. And then before she can look back, she herself hears another clap and snap and jerks her head to the left. Nia did not trip. She was bleeding from her neck and she had been attacked. Nia screamed Latifah's name, and at 9:38 p.m., Tashaya sees the large wound on her sister's neck. Tashaya runs out of the train, starts screaming for help, and the stroller lady hands Latifah the baby's blanket to help Nia, like to control the bleeding. Latifah grabs Nia's neck to control the bleeding. Security has to pull Latifah off Nia to tell her that she's been stabbed too. She was so busy with Nia's wound that she didn't realize she's been stabbed. Nia's blood is splashing all over the platform.
Probably hit an artery.
Most likely. Tashaya calls her dad to tell him Nia's been stabbed. And the dad says that he didn't hear much of the commotion because Tashaya was just screaming. But as soon as he heard stab and the train station, he bolted out the door. And at 9:39... there's actual audio of an officer telling dispatch that they have 2 subjects with 2 lacerations. We have 1 CPR in progress, and I got another one with a laceration to the neck. We have 2 victims. Latifah is gravely wounded. So it wasn't like she got it less than... No, they were both sliced at the neck. ADA Ford says that the platform and the officer giving Nia CPR were just covered in blood. At 9:52 p.m., Dad arrives, Muhammad arrives at the station and sees ambulance and police. He sees Latifah being loaded into the ambulance, and he runs towards the ambulance and starts screaming like, what happened? And as the big sister that she is, she tells him, go check on Nia. Don't even worry about me. Tashaya is in shock. She's just screaming and hollering. Ankar reaches Nia and he sees his baby girl's body laying under a tarp. So he automatically knows. Nia has suffered a tear to her carotid artery and a tear to her jugular vein. She bled out in less than 2.5 minutes. And according to the ADA Ford, only a surgeon could have saved her. Like, even if they would have put her in an ambulance and hightailed it to the hospital, if she wasn't on an OR table, she wasn't going to make it. So Dad goes downstairs, and already the media, there's a whole media frenzy outside. And while the reporter is getting a statement from her dad, you could hear Tashaya wailing in the background for her sister. It's a chilling sound. Dad calls Alicia, which is the mom, and all she can do is scream because she lives 2 hours away and she can't get to them quick enough. She makes her way to the hospital. It takes her 2 hours. An hour after the attack, the family's at the hospital waiting for news on Latifah's status. So on Sunday, July 22nd, 2018 at 10:30 p.m., Latifah is stable and the family goes in to see her. The first thing she asks is,
my sister, is she okay?
Yeah. Nia. Where's Nia? Dad tells her Nia is dead, and Latifah tries to pull off all the equipment off of her to get off the bed. So police now start looking at the surveillance footage of the attack. The suspect is a 20 to 30-year-old wearing a white tee. He's white. At 9 p.m., this is his time. Now, this is the timeline to the attack. At 9 p.m. at Concord BART Station, the suspect's attention is directly at the sisters. He sees the sisters about to get on the train, puts his hoodie on, grabs his backpack and sunglasses, and gets on the same train as the sisters. At 9:38, when the train makes it to MacArthur Station, the sisters get off the train, and so does the suspect. As the sisters start walking across the platform, the waste of oxygen, or, the suspect, bends down and removes a knife that he's hiding by his ankle, like in his socks, and conceals it under his shirt. The sisters, they're waiting for the train doors to open, and as they open, this waste of oxygen approaches them from behind, looking up and down the platform, securing like his escape route. And then he takes the knife out his shirt and slices Nia twice in the neck, and then stabs Latifah in the neck once. He tries to stab her again, but she had moved. And he has no time. He needs to get out of there. He walks to the stairs to exit the BART platform, and people start running and screaming, and so he starts doing the same to blend in with the crowd. So he illegally exits the BART station. Now this is interesting because you have to pay to enter and to exit the train station.
So he committed a crime by exiting.
He used the emergency door.
Oh, okay.
But can you picture that happening here?
You paid to... No.
You have to pay to go in and pay to get out. I had no idea that existed. 42 seconds after the attack, the piece of shit runs past the police and informs them that somebody's been hurt on the platform.
He's the one.
Yes, this motherfucker really looks at the officers and says, yo, somebody's hurt. It was kind of good because they caught it on body cam. So that's when they run in and start giving aid. The suspect jogs to the BART parking structure, and on surveillance, you can see that he's changing into a different color sweatshirt and puts everything in his backpack. It has all his personal belongings, and he tucks the backpack behind the wall. So this motherfucker knew he was going to do something, but I don't think he had anticipated that it would be these sisters. He was ready to do something.
Yeah, but it was to anyone.
Right. So then he jogs to the middle of the parking lot and removes his shoes with his feet, and then pulls his sweatpants down, and he has shorts underneath, picks up the shoes and the sweats and runs out of the lot and throws out the sweats. At this time, when he's throwing out the sweats, Nia's dead. She's pronounced dead at the scene. 10:40 p.m. surveillance shows the suspect on one of the local bus routes. He tricks his way onto the bus by claiming he has an injury. So over there, if it's late and you are injured, the bus driver can give you a ride for free.
The same thing here.
Yeah. So the driver takes him to another BART station. Monday, July 23rd, 2018. Remember the idiot left the backpack behind the wall at MacArthur parking lot? Guess who got to it first?
Police.
Of course. Oakland PD recovered the backpack. It has all his info. He left everything identifying himself. 12:30 p.m.
Look at God.
Yeah. 12:30 p.m. What you said?
I said, look at God.
Oh, why did I hear, what a good guy?
He's a goddamn idiot.
He is a fucking idiot.
He's a psycho. So that's what he is.
Maybe David was inspired by him. Now I'm looking at a connection to everything. Why? Okay.
Can we stick to one story?
Yes. 12:30 p.m. BART PD announced the identity of the waste of oxygen. He's a 27-year-old white male, John Lead Cowell, but we're going to call him Coward because it sounds similar. He's a violent felon, His priors include 2012 assault with a deadly weapon and a 2016 armed robbery, which he served time for.
How much years?
Well, he was released a couple of months before the assault.
So how many years was he in there for?
So if he was released in a couple of months before the assault happened in 2018 and he went to jail in 2016, he would have done maybe like 18 months out of the 2 years. So Nia's community makes sure that they share the photo everywhere to everyone, every social media platform. Everyone's looking for Coward right now. Her people take to the streets, and countless celebrities join the cause with the hashtag Say Her Name. Steph Curry helps raise over $21,000 for her family. This is a common theme a common reoccurrence where these cases involving women of color don't get enough attention, and they start gaining attention after a celebrity tweets about it or TikToks about it, kind of with like Lauren Smith Fields, where Cardi B was the one who brought attention to the case. Now this one is the same thing. Okay, now everyone knows the name because Steph Curry is helping. Oh my God, who is she? Let's find out. At 5:30 p.m., her memory is honored at the BART MacArthur Station with a vigil of over 1,000 people. While that's happening, an anonymous caller calls police to tell them that the person they're looking for from the stabbing is on the train that they're on. They have been riding the same car from the Coliseum station and is headed towards MacArthur. BART PD dispatches orders to intercept the train at MacArthur Station. Because remember, you got all these people now doing the vigil too. And I'm sorry, but if Muhammad gets his hand on that suspect's neck, that suspect wouldn't be in jail right now. So it's 6 p.m. The train pulls into MacArthur Station, but when the doors open, Coward is nowhere to be found. So, BART's finest is ready, because if he switches trains, they already have officers on duty waiting at Pleasant Hill Station. So they made sure they covered
station.
Yes, which is great. 6:27 p.m. the train pulls into Pleasant Hill, and police body cams show Coward with his hands up being apprehended. So Doofus is being handcuffed, and you can hear him saying, "What happened?" Officer responds, "Well, we'll tell you in a minute." He IDs himself as John Cowell and is taken into custody. ABA Ford wants to charge him with a hate crime besides the murder. While he's in custody, he went out of his way to spit racial slurs at an African-American deputy. He explains to ADA Ford explains to Nia's family that in order to ensure that he can put the Coward away for good is to charge him with premeditated murder and lying in wait, instead of the hate.
Oh, lying in wait. And I remember what that is. That is because he was going to kill somebody.
Yeah. But Coward is claiming insanity because he does have a history of mental illness disease. February 2020, Coward stands trial for the murder of Nia Wilson and stabbing of Latifah. And throughout the trial, he was playing the role. So he's like screaming at the jury. He's yelling. Prosecutor Ford was ready though, because part of prepping for trial is listening to the inmate phone calls. And Coward has a dear auntie that he talks to almost every day and was happy to discuss his trial strategy.
Like, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to do now, auntie.
I'm going to do the big one. I'm going to do my big one.
I'm going to fart and smell it.
So
fart my hand and smell it. Some shit like that.
He also told his mental health advisors that he needed to stop his medication in order to appear more crazy at trial. Needless to say, he was convicted of premeditated murder of Nia Wilson and lying in wait and the attempted premeditated murder of Latifah Wilson. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. On Friday, August 3rd, 2018, Nia Wilson was dressed in white and gold in a white casket, and her funeral had over 400 people in attendance, including the mayor and a U.S. congresswoman. After the funeral, she was given a carriage ride to her final resting place, and 18 doves were released for every year of her life. The grief was so strong for Muhammad, her dad, that he had a stroke. And murals were put all over the city. There is an upcoming film movement titled All for Nia Project by her father to preserve legacy and advocate for safety of Black women and Black girls. So the poor man was so heartbroken that he had a stroke. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the case on Nia Wilson.
Okay.
Please do not forget. What happened?
I didn't say nothing. You're having moments, sis.
I'm not having moments.
I did not say a word. And you go, what happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You sure?
I'm a little off today.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, but I've been feeling great.
Maybe the nap that you took this morning. I mean, you came in the room looking like a grown-ass 3-year-old. No, for real.
I looked down and I looked at the blankie and the
grown-ass 3-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
These
My
are the people
blankie,
that
my
save
sippy
lives.
I sure do. And I save them well. No patient dies on my watch.
You're right.
Until next time, folks.
Thank you, love you, hi.
I know the pre-recorded outro comes on.
Oh.
We don't have to do that anymore.
I've had plenty of episodes, but this one is just joyful to watch you. I mean,
I'm in my element.
I see that and I love it. I absolutely love it.
I was made for this.
I know. Twin.
Where have you been?
Motherfucker.
No?
That's it.
Oh.
This song is called Made for You.
Oh, it is?
Gosh.
I thought it was called Twin.
I'm tired of this adult life, man. I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit.
Love you. Thank you. Bye.
If you would like to email us, please email us at
NinaTheDivaPodcast@gmail.com.
And don't forget our Instagram.
Nina the Diva 1309.
And you can also find us on TikTok.
Nina the Diva RT. Hit the link tree. Join our Patreon and be nice to us.
But we're not nice to them.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Some people like when people are mean.